guys, Chris and Barry here from the shop at Broadstone Golf Club at Custom Golf Performance. Having a little look today into the Mavrik drivers from Callaway. Been a lot talked about online and big release from the guys over at Callaway. Having a little dive into the tech and the performance of the clubs this afternoon. 3 heads in the line, and all sort of serving a purpose and doing a job for every golfer out there. So we're having a little look into today. Do you want to have a chat about the three different products?
Yeah. So you've got 3 different models, all aimed at different people. So you've got the standard Mavrik range, which is the best aerodynamic head, the one that should suit most people, hopefully help pick up a little bit of speed. Nice bit of forgiveness in there as well. You've got the max version, which is going to be their easiest to hit, easiest to launch, also a little bit more draw bias in there. You've got 2 interchangeable weights in that one you can put into the heel to make it really draw biased. And so it's one of the most draw biased drivers that they've ever produced. So if you've got that tail off to the right hand side in your game, it's something that could help out with that. And then you've got a model designed at the faster swing players, or someone looking to get spin down a little bit more in the sub-zero. So it's always their slightly more compact looking head designed for the slightly better golfer. All of them really good looking products, all of them looking fairly similar. All with the same colour scheme, so you've got that gloss black on the top, nice bit carbon fibre at the back. When you look at the bottom, you've got that sort of, what colour are we calling that? Bronzy, burnt orange on there. It does look quite smart. It's growing on me. I didn't like it when I first saw it, but it looks quite smart on there. Same kind of face from what we've had in there before, looks wise. It stands out a little bit more this year compared to Flash. I think I prefer shape on there than what we've got. But the main story we've got with these is going to be the new face. So Chris, what's going on with the new face?
Well, like Callaway had released last year in the Epic Flash, there was a lot talked about the artificial intelligence that designed the club face, and it's kind of pretty full on when you look at it. But when we were doing some training with the guys at Callaway, they were talking about how it was the pace in which they were able to design it. That was a big difference. So the artificial intelligence, I presume it's some sort of supercomputer of some sort.
They're not doing it on a laptop.
No. But it was able to design and look at 40,000 different potential faces within the driver. So they were able to put in different designs, different shapes, different materials, and then the computer would come up with the face that would give you maximum sort of speed and ball speed across a club face for that particular shape. The story within these 3 separate heads is that they've then produced different faces for the individual driver, whereas I believe in the Flash it was one club face that fitted both models, and obviously they've added in another model this year. So it's really quite cool. I think they were saying it would take years and years and years for them to get to that process, or get to the result of having that club face if they were to do it, I say not in an old-fashioned way, presumably like CAD drawings and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it'd be CAD drawings and then making 40,000 different faces, and then trial and error and seeing what works. Making
the prototypes and robot testing, where I guess it's just sort of fast forwards that process. So it's pretty cool. I mean, we haven't got the draw head right here. We've had fittings already, and a chap's trialing it on the golf course at the moment. Ultimately, which is where we're gonna, he's gonna hopefully give us some feedback. Early signs are really good. Early testing's really good, so we're gonna give it a bit of a run through today and see what results we get out of it, and go from there.
Give it well. Should we go and hit it?
Yeah, let's hit it.
Right then, guys, we're gonna get Chris to hit a few shots.
Excellent.
He's lumbered up.
We can all have a good laugh at my lack of club speed.
We'll blame it on the turkey, shall we?
What turkey?
Too much Christmas pudding.
I'm vegetarian now.
Vegetarian?
No.
Never. Too many carrots.
Something like that,
yeah. So one thing we did forget to mention in that intro, one of the other things that Callaway are talking about with those where they've moved weight around is not just trying to make that face give you consistent ball speeds when you miss that sweet spot, also give you consistent spin. One thing you do notice when you hit that high toe shot, you get that low spin dipper when you hit that necky one. That spin pops up and you lose distance that way. Where
Also
they've got
didn't
the weight
talk about
controls-
the spiral cyclone inertia
Love a bit of
generator.
TaylorMade and Callaway love some funky words, some
Yeah.
daft names for their technology. Hopefully that you're going to remember, but yeah, basically it's helping you try and swing that little bit faster.
Yeah, similar kind of shape when we were talking about the sim last week. We were talking about the kind of direction that the
Like an
head
arrow.
is travelling essentially. So similar kind of aerodynamic story from that point of view.
Yeah.
It's
So obviously with that, the way they're talking about it, they've got nothing in the way here aerodynamically. So they're trying to make that slippery through the air and as fast as possible. Whereas TaylorMade have got their inertia generator sticking out the back, which they needed to move around to try and make that more aerodynamic. But they're going down that stability route. Mavrik is all about funky face, making that face doing the work for you. So hopefully we'll see good consistent ball speeds wherever Chris happens to strike it on the face, which could be
variable.
anywhere on there. But hopefully we'll see some real consistent spin numbers with that as well. So let's get in, see a few hits.
So is that the idea? Is it meant to get out of that bit somewhere?
Yeah, not the back bit.
Let's have a look. We've got the numbers up there we want to see. Probably
Yeah.
one ball speed on there. Fire ball speed
Speed up.
on there.
Bit of ball speed. Strike. Little right, it's a good start.
It's good.
That's when you've got in the hundreds.
Hey. Adrenaline. Being on screen.
So good spin rate,
Yeah, nice. It's good numbers. I mean,
great ball speed.
yeah,
Take that.
that's got to be pretty optimal, isn't it?
Even better. Obviously adrenaline. Well, so we wanted consistent spin numbers, did we? So we've got 2770, 2728.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Pretty solid strikes. It's got to be. You what smash backs on there as well, Trevor? Should have done this before, but yeah, I can say sort of 147, 148. Those two, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice. That felt slightly toey.
Still missing sweet spot, still good ball speed, getting faster as well. Spin rate is almost the same.
Yeah.
2,500 RPM,
Yeah.
really good.
It's nice, right?
That's excellent.
Again, so the idea of kind of having that consistent spin is that the ball's going through the same window each time, so you can kind of see the, you know, you're going to predict how the ball's coming out.
Yep.
You know, obviously, in irrespective essentially of where the ball's struck. That was necky. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little lower and slightly necky. Started further left for me.
Ball speed still good, started further left, spun a little bit more.
But that's not
it.
drastic, is it? You're not going to go and sort of look at that and think that's kind of terrible. Can I stop now? Because I might get considerably worse soon.
But no, so
Four
so
drivers in a row, man.
4 drivers, they all hit the screen.
Yeah.
It's impressive. But no,
Yeah,
so
good.
far that's doing what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Consistent ball speeds, good spin numbers for the standard model, spinning in there somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 RPM,
Yeah.
which for you is
That's
good
where
numbers.
that's where I would be, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
sub zero, you know, is really, like you say, for someone who's probably got a bit more club speed than I have. I'm hitting down on it a little bit with a little bit of a left path, so you know, something that's a little higher in launch and that kind of thing would be kind of helpful. I wouldn't want it spinning too flat.
No.
I'd end up launching it far too low as well. So I'm impressed with that. It's good, isn't it?
Good.
It's
Looks good, sounds good, feels nice off the face, doesn't it?
yeah, it's great.
Feels solid.
Sound is really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something we probably see a little bit in here. You it gets a little echo
Yeah.
in here. So
A bit tinny, can't it?
yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's when you're out on the course as well. Yeah, sound and feels really crucial,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Doing what I said.
Smart.
Good shaft options in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the
That's
new
the
road
road.
silver in there,
Yeah.
different weight options in there.
Sorry, the
new-
shaft was up there. The rip tie.
New rip tides in there.
Yeah.
So if we spin that around, our Callaway section, so you've got the hazardous range, which is always popular. Lots of different options in there. The even flow, some new rip ties, the helium and lighter option in there. Someone looking for a bit more launch. But as you look down, we've got options in there to cater for everyone. So getting that right. Head option in there. We've got the different models to try out, different shaft options. We'll be able to find something in the Callaway range to get that ball going further and straighter.
For sure.
Perfect. Take care, guys.
See you later.